What's up, guys? It's Avita's Light Tarot. Please like, share, subscribe if you're vibing. Okay, so, oh, also my information is down in the description box. It should say Avita's Light Tarot, or also I have my PayPal on there, and it says PayPal me Evita's Light. Just so you know. And the reason I'm bringing it up like this is because a lot of readers had already mentioned this, and I have also in the past, but I want to bring it up again. Okay, so there is somebody that is higher up in the chain out there. I would say some of these people might be part of a cult, and they had reached out to somebody that is very good at hacking into systems, right? And this person happens to work for YouTube. They didn't think that they were going to get caught. Smile, you're on camera. But see, when you're hacking onto somebody else's stuff, you don't realize, and you probably, maybe you do realize this, but maybe you just didn't think the person would be, checking it out. There's a window that opens up. So you're doing this to them, and that leaves a window open for them to do it back to you. Okay? But you didn't think this person was smart enough to do it. You think because you have their stuff hacked that they're not paying attention. In the past, this is how I found out that my information was being hacked. My computer, my laptop, my TV, all my Bluetooth devices that were in my home, your Alexa, stuff like that. If you have the doorbell outside that has the cameras, any camera systems that you have that run off of Wi-Fi or internet, whatever. And these people get into it, okay? And there's even people that work with Google, and see, Google's connected to most of your stuff, but they get paid like $50,000 to go into certain neighborhoods and do this to people. Another thing that I came across when I found out that I was being hacked, when I found it on the computer, I noticed that every room was labeled room 1, living room, room 2, bathroom, blah da da. Okay, well, wait a second. Bathroom, there's no TV in there. Mirror, right? Some people might have stuff hooked up in their bathroom, like radios and stuff, so they can listen to music when they take a shower. I found a site where they would be getting people when they go in the shower on video camera, and in hotels and stuff like that. And basically, it's a dark net thing, right? And they'll use like one of the things with the back door is Coinmaster. The other one I think is Royal Flush Casino. There's a couple, but those are two. And I already know now that I'm speaking about this that the gang stalking is gonna up, but I don't care because I have been pushing and pushing to get my story out on YouTube. And what's important is, to me, and I see it, and I talked to somebody about this, but as long as one person hears my story, that's all I need. Because then that starts the domino effect, right? I mean, period. Yes, I come on here and I share my story. Yes, I try to keep people updated in the community, spiritual community, with my readings and stuff like that. And I'm not about the clout, and I'm not about competition. Obviously, I'm touching on something. You hear all the sirens and the dogs were barking like crazy in the background. I mean, I already know I'm pushing buttons right now. I take those as signs, okay? And the fact that I've already tried to record this 3 times and had to re-record it. So, this person is taking certain people's platforms and moving things around and having it all back to another platform. The thing is this person decided to mess with an anointed person. I'm hearing not only just one, there's two. There's one particular that you messed with that you shouldn't have messed with. And smile, you're on camera, right? So, just letting you know that not only that, but I had found a platform yesterday that I noticed that the person that was on the platform, one minute it was a guy and the next minute it was a girl, and that the background was different. And I'm like, wait a second, that's because this person is taking their content, putting it on another name, taking that and changing the information around, like the description box for the payment things and stuff like that. That way the money goes into a different account. And if anyone subscribes to any of these people, those subscribers get moved over to that account. My subscribes went up and down, and I'm like, wait a second, it wasn't that they were unsubscribing, it was they were getting moved over. And I had a friend that said, no, I subscribed, I don't understand. Okay, I just had like 3 new ones, then where did they go? And like I said, to me, I'm glad one person hears me out. You know what I mean? That's what's most important. And me and her already talked, and you know what? It ain't about the clout or nothing like that. It's about our testimony. It's about us telling our story and sharing it with other people. So if anyone's going through this that may have a platform, a blog, or just at home and you've been gang stalked, or you've been with somebody that has done this to you, and it's just crazy. You might even have your community that's doing it too, or the local officers in that county also harassing you, things like that. I'm just letting you know, just stay on the right track, because you know what, it's gonna switch. It's our time to shine. It's our time to stand tall. These people are gonna get caught up. They're just racking up, right? Not only is it the divine, but the people who know that they're doing this, that they don't think know that they're doing this, is also letting them stack up. So I'm just letting you know, if you're one of them that are going through this right now, and you might feel alone, defeated, or agitated, aggravated, give it to the divine, all right? Give it to spirit, give it to your ancestors. That's all we could do. And yeah, so I just needed to share that. Okay. Let's see what happens here. Divine Father, Mother, ancestors, spirit guides of the Most High only, please surround us, enfold us, encircle us with your light of protection. Anyone throwing anything at us, evil eye, negative energy, spell work, please send it back with full forgiveness. Thank you. Amen. Archangel Michael, please protect me. Alright, let's see what's going on. I'll take the top and we'll go on the rest because that's too many. Alright, so this person is breadcrumbing whoever they're doing this to, okay? They might even make it seem like this person, because they moved it over to a different platform, isn't getting anything at all, okay? So it's because they changed the information over to where the money's going. So they're breadcrumbing this person on the actual site in case this information gets found, but this person is not even getting anything. But what I'm hearing is they're being breadcrumbed, okay? So if you do have a platform and you do have stuff coming in, you may be getting breadcrumbs by this person if you feel that this has been done to you, okay? There is some people that this person has been doing this to, but they decided to mess with the wrong person. And now because of that, it's like a domino effect, right? Just like I said, as long as I got one person that hears me out, I'm doing this from the heart, okay? I really am. Alright, Spirit. Please don't tell me I need to talk more, because I don't want to talk more right now. I know this is also because it's agitating to me. You may be feeling isolated, lonely, withdrawn, because this person wanted to kick you off your platform. They wanted you to give up. This also may be this person who's doing this to other people, that is a Virgo or has been in hermit mode. Because I also got a Taurus, but I'm not going to go by the signs. I'll let you know what signs I pick, but energy changes. So this person has been watching you, your starseed, and they've been, you see the light in the, I know I bring this up a lot. It's not always, it doesn't always come out, but right now I'm being told to touch on it. They're watching the star in hermit mode, but to try to make you feel isolated, lonely, withdrawn, like nobody's hearing you. But let me tell you something. It don't matter if anyone is hearing you or not. You're putting your testimony out. You're telling your story. You're telling truth. You're helping with your gift, right? And the divine is going to bless you for that. And not only that, but for your strength, courage, and patience, you're going to get more gifts. And these people are going to have to watch. And they're going to struggle. They may have paid up to 3 people to do this, but there's one individual that I'm picking up on right now. So there's the person that decided to do this. Heavy on the Virgo. Wishes, fulfillment, comfort, happiness, satisfaction. They didn't want you to have this. There's a distraction going on right now, and that's why, and the person's probably trying to distract me right now because I'm speaking the truth. Because I know that he was part of this. So they didn't want you to be comfortable, satisfied, happy. But you know what? You're gonna be. I also got the Taurus, so there's a Taurus that was involved. And now they're worried about their security and their finances and going into poverty. And they're feeling isolated. Unless you're a Taurus that this is happening to, but I'm picking up on that this is also a Taurus that's involved in whatever's going on with you. Alright, Spirit, anything else on this? Okay. So it may be 3, and I just said earlier on this other card, 3. So there's 3, and they were celebrating already. They celebrated about this. About your creativity that they took from you. About your content, right? About whatever it is that you do, that you share with other people. Even if it's just in the community, talking to other people, maybe helping someone with their groceries, doing stuff like that, right? And you're just one of those people who stick out, and they smeared your name around the community, right? It doesn't have to be a platform or something like that, but maybe because of you and who you are, some good stuff was coming to you, and they tried to block you from seeing these good things, block you from seeing your creativity to be able to move forward. that you are loved by people, right? They don't want you to know this. But I'm getting here that this is somebody that is seen. This is somebody that shares their gifts with other people. They're very loving. They have a very good heart. So these are 3 people that came against you and they already celebrated. They wanted to steal from you. But while they were stealing, they didn't notice that they were being watched. Betrayal, deception, getting away with something. So they thought they were getting away with something. But even when you think no one's watching, the divine is watching. And like I said, there's always a digital footprint. You can erase everything you want to erase. There's always going to be some kind of crumbs, some kind of something there. Spirit, anything else? Okay. So this all had to do with you speaking your truth, or you knowing something about maybe somebody passed away in your family, and they left you money. Maybe somebody that was connected to your bloodline in your past, ancestors. It could be a grandmother or a great grandmother. I'm pulling also on a grandfather. Also an uncle. My ears ringing. So if any of these people, even if it's just one of them, had passed away, maybe they thought you knew, or maybe you do know, but you just let it go because you felt like it was just a never-ending battle, or they had you blocked in every direction you went. And I have on this card wealth, inheritance, family establishment, retirement. You should be retired right now. But you do what you do from the heart. So even if you did have money right now, I feel that you would still be sharing your gift. This could be for a divine masculine or a divine feminine. When I first started, I was picking up on a divine feminine. But you can also be in your masculine energy or your feminine energy, right? So you're going to have some choices coming up, and you either are going to meet a soulmate or soul family. And this is going to help you align and have, with love and relationships. And this is going to give you a choice. Okay, you're going to have choices. This person that may be illuminating your truth, right? Your establishment, your coming and bringing you something that you need to know, or helping you in some way, right? You may be praying for this. You may be praying to the divine or even your ancestors, right? Like, please, like, show me guidance. Like, show me, what do I need to do next? I've done everything you've asked me to do, or you told me to do, right? Or that I felt in my heart I needed to do. But I feel like every direction I'm going in, these people keep throwing their rocks and hiding their hands. And they think that you're blind to it. But you're not. You're just not about fighting them. You're not about the competition, right? Maybe you've even known about the money and you've said, fine, take it. Just let me go and, like, stop smearing my name, right? Just let me go and get my own self restarted. I don't even care if I have to rebuild my foundation, right? Restart your blog, your channel, your social media, your just your life, even get a new name. Like, you don't even, to this point, you probably don't even care about any of that. I mean, I'm to the point where I'll leave it all behind, all of it. I might take some of my cards with me, right? Like, that's about it. I wouldn't even want to take my phone with me, because I already know that my phone's hacked. I already know. It gets hot when I'm charging it. It glitches. I've been sitting on here the whole time trying to fix my laptop, right? And not only that, but I constantly have to change my Google passwords and stuff. But when they're connected to somebody that works for Google, it's very easy for them to mess with that. And if you had a Facebook account, that's one of the top places that this person likes to catfish. They like to meet people. Confirmation. Maybe a Capricorn involved that collaborated against you, that sent people to learn you, about you. I'm also picking up that you may have said something, spoke some truth that they were like, how did she know this? How did he know this? Like maybe on someone who passed away. I've been picking up on my passed on grandmother, grandfather, mother, and father who were poisoned. But they tell me I'm crazy. The one who raised me is my father. And things just don't add up. And now that I've gotten I'm getting my memories back, I'm starting to see things. I'm starting to piece things together. But maybe you're some type of investigator of some sort with your gifts. It may not be authority, like you might not be out there working for some, be a detective or anything like that, but maybe you have these abilities to do this. But because maybe they smeared your name, or they made you feel that you couldn't do it, or I guess the background that you have, you don't think that you could ever be in that position. I'm also picking up on somebody that likes to do private. They may have in the past looked at like doing private investigator, like investigation stuff, like just been intrigued by it because you may have maybe you like that game Clueless. I think is it Clueless? Or no, The Clue. I don't know why I said Clueless. So somebody that ain't got a clue what you know, right? But no, it's called The Clue. And you figure out, like there's the hammer or the book or whatever it is, and you put the that is supposed to be the evidence, and then you put everything together and you figure out the murderer, who did it, the plot and stuff like that. Maybe you were somebody who likes that kind of stuff. Maybe you like CSI or what is it, Law and Order, shows like that. Maybe you like movies that show things like that. This is what I'm picking up on. Maybe you also stopped watching this stuff for a while. You might have not been as interested as you had in the past, because these people may have seen that you were going in the right direction, and they did everything that they could to get you to turn and go in another direction. But let me tell you something. If you are one of these people I'm talking about right now, you're onto something. You know something. And that's why these people want to shut you up. That's why they're doing shut up candles. But it ain't going to work on you because you're anointed. Yeah. You need to tell these people to off. You know? They need to stop with the bullshit, basically. You have a lot of strength and patience. You have a lot of compassion. You may also like cats or lions. You might like going outside. You might like Mother Gaia. Maybe you like to do yoga. Or you just like to meditate. You're somebody that likes to go outside. You're very grounded. I got a lot of yellow in these cards, so things are being illuminated. Yeah, I think I have like maybe one card here that barely shows the yellow. And that's because it had to do with the person trying to hide the truth. This person that came on here to or wherever to stop you from speaking your truth, stop you from getting your story out. And I've even mentioned this before. It's not even about someone else being like, oh yeah, and then writing stuff down and then going and using it on their platform. I don't care, because you know what? If they're helping somebody else, that's all I wanted to do. Right? It's not about being famous for me. It's not about being seen everywhere for me. It's about my story getting out. Future planning. So decisions, discovery. These people are watching you. There may be someone planning to come towards you, maybe an Aries, or this may be the Aries that may be watching you, or they may be the one that's watching this other person that's doing this to you. But again, we're not going to go on the signs. So there's definitely a decision being made on what's going to be done here about this. Because this, whoever, whatever, wherever they're doing this, they're caught. They're gonna get fired. And guilty by association alone. Not only that, you're probably going to take most of the blame for all this. And this is another thing these people wanted. They want somebody that they can use as their scapegoat, as their pawn. So they picked a couple people that they knew would be vulnerable, that would be more about the materialistic stuff, that wouldn't play the whole story out, that'd be fast to act and slow to learn about what they're, what's going on, to process it, right? So this is what's going to get these three people, the three main people, in trouble. So there's definitely the three people that were like, those are probably the ones that were the witches that were like doing the stuff with the occult. But then there's also the bigger ones that are in the higher up with the occult. Could be the Freemasons or Eastern Stars, or even up to the Illuminati, because that's what I'm picking up from this card down here. They tried to sell you to the Illuminati for your gifts. And this is the thing though. They can't touch you because you're anointed. When you answer that call from the divine, he protected you. And he still is going to protect you. And this is the thing. Especially for your strength and courage. And not all the Eastern Stars and the Freemasons are bad, okay? There's even people from that are in the Illuminati that I can say, not saying I met them or whatever, but I have picked this up from the past that they're not, they might have stuck themselves in too deep, and once they realized what they did, they were already stuck, right? Maybe they're more, they're not so bad, okay? I don't want to stick up for anybody that's in the Illuminati, but I'm just saying, there's always good and bad, but some has more bad than good, and some has more good than bad, okay? We have to come to the dark to come, or go through the dark to come to the light. And I just want to make sure I say that, because there's rules in all these things, in all these places, with all these people. And 4 of them, so the 3 that did this, and also the one that worked for the company, okay, so 4 altogether. There also is probably somebody else that's in the company, because I picked up on 2 that actually worked there, but the other person isn't as aware as the main one that's doing all this, okay? Maybe that was the person that made the phone call. Maybe they actually don't work in YouTube, but they have some affiliation with them. My ear just started ringing. Maybe that's the tourist that paid this person. Because that's why I got these 2 people being left out in the cold afterwards. Which is going to be a domino effect for these 3 people. And then another domino effect for the other people. And this person's watching all this. And this is going to bring you to your Ace of Cups. So you may be protecting yourself and your platform, social media, yourself, your gifts, right? You're very protective over this. But your heart chakra is still open, you know. You may seem like a bitch, but you may not be. Or an asshole, but you're not. You're just, you say it how it is, and that's it. You're not going to sugarcoat nothing. And you're coming up as the High Priest. You're very intuitive, mysterious, and you have a lot of wisdom. And this is going to bring you your happiness. Alright, so let me get a quick ancestor, what do you call it, not ancestor. Maybe they want me to pull from the ancestor. I'll do it real quick. Give me 1 card, Spirit, Ancestors. It wasn't 1 card, but we'll go there. Alright, so this may be an air sign, but Air Guardian, they're sending a lot of mental confusion to you. So shift your perspective. Perspective. Shift your perspective on why do I keep saying that? Shift your perception on the situation. Look at it from a different view, because they're sending a lot of mental confusion. So don't let it bring you down, is what the Divine's saying. You may have ancestors that were witches. White witches, though. Be the light. Or you may like to call yourself a witch in some ways, right? Whoever I'm speaking to. But you're a white witch if you do practice that. And you're of the light. You may have owls. You may see owls. This may be a passed on loved one's something that they liked. They favored as an animal. Shalom Master, be graceful in movement and action. Maybe you like dragons also. Your ancestors are saying, if you haven't, to maybe get into some type of Tai Chi, yoga, something like that, that will help you. But just think before you act, is what I'm getting. You might know somebody, or you might like, what is that called? Praying mantises? Or locusts, is what I meant to say. Praying mantises can go one way or the other. The only reason I don't like them is because they get with their person, and then after having sex with them, the woman eats their chops off or eats the guy's head. And I know I kind of explained it gory, but that's how I see it. It just doesn't. But yeah. Elder, move beyond ancestral patterns. You broke a lot of curses from for your ancestors, and you broke them free. And they want you to know that. They're very grateful for that. And they're here. Medicine guardian, be open to healing information. Maybe you have maybe you have knowledge on medicine, even herbal medicine, or they're telling you to get knowledge in it. It'll help you with your healing. Mother Earth, like I said, you're about Mother Gaia. Feel loved and comforted. You might be seeing butterflies, maybe monarch butterflies. I've been picking that up a lot in the readings. You may give birth to a new creation, or even might end up meeting someone and having another baby if you don't have one already. I don't know why I said another baby, so maybe you already had one. But what I'm getting here is you're also giving birth to a new idea, a new creation. You have a lot of very special gifts that are unlocking within. Hold the space is what it's saying, Druid. Your energy flows where you go. Just anybody talking to you for a minute, a couple minutes, it brings change. It brings, it's like you awaken something inside them. It's like you're starting that domino effect, right? Even if it's the littlest seed that you planted, no matter what it is you were talking to them about, anybody who's come across you has, whether they know it or not, it had opened something inside them. Alright guys, so let me just pick off the top here. Action. We're getting action again, so you might need to take action in something. Now is the perfect time to act. Take inspired action towards your dreams. Move forward with confidence. So if there's something that you've been putting off, that you want to work on, or that you've been working on, keep doing it, or do whatever this is that you've been putting off, because they're telling you it's going to take you somewhere. This is going to take you towards your whatever you are wanting, you're dreaming about, something about your dreams. Alright guys, peace, love, and light. I'll see you guys later.